Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Another commentary. This is working, okay? And yeah, today I wanted to do another commentary because I'm getting addicted. I want to do another commentary. And I asked friends of mine, most of them play standard, sadly, the other half play folk, but or either they don't have any match that I have not commented or very interesting. Some I have already commented, Mover and Rush. So yeah, I wanted to do a commentary. So I went to Advanced Wars via Web Discord, and I went to the library channel, and I saw Izanagi message like a couple of weeks ago, and he was referring to this map, Sammy Mirror, and it was promising. I asked him on the private message, and well, he didn't answer yet. I hope he answers before, and eventually, if he says me yes, I will publish the video. So yeah, this is a map I have played once in an sparring for preparation for a global league match I had on this map. It was a tier 3 and it was Andy Mirror. I think Andy is really good on this map, but I think Miss Sammy's stronger, maybe. I'm not sure, but she is for sure really strong on tier 4. I think so. This map is really interesting. It has the classic strong side versus weak side with an airport, but the airport is quite exposed, so it's pretty easy to sneak an anti-air and kill the copter, you will, or the bomber, etc. And also this pipe seam blocks the way to the HQ. It's protected by a lander, but still, it's really hard. Also, one thing very interesting, there is a cross river dividing the map in 4, and each player has 2 black boats, which means a lot of blocking in the middle, a lot of infantry boosting, a lot of repairing, etc. Also, you would think that if you move too much your black boats and they have relatively low fuel, 60 fuel, they will run out of fuel, but you can repair each one to each one, so they retroalimentally infinitely, so they won't crash never. Anyways, let's just straight jump to the match, guys. Alright. Izanagi is a really good player. I have never played against him. He's for sure much more stronger than me, and it will be really interesting to see what happens. Both players are rushing the neutral base, rushing the middle and their respective strong sides. Maleous here is being a little bit more aggressive with the black boats boosts. And since you are Sammy, I think it's nice because you can change cap into this and this then, which could be a really nice one. So maybe Maleous is planning to play strong around this area and control this area, which is very close to 2 bases, and threaten an HQ cap with maybe an indirect to destroy this HQ. We will see what happens. I expect this match to be very volatile because it's Sammy. Izanagi is not using this black boat at all, not even for a scout. Okay, he was waiting to use the infantry, but this black boat now, it blocks the way to the middle. Like right now, here this black boat here is beautiful, because the only way that Izanagi can go now to the middle is going all the way from here or from the strong side. But the strong side wants to to rust, in my opinion, these properties, and also it has a lot of properties, yes, that yes, you can cap this with this base from here, but it's, I don't know, it's still an annoyance to deal with. Okay, nice, beautiful chains. Look at this boost, very beautiful. And now it goes to the middle. I expect this to go here, and then this go here to try to block any black boat. Maybe stay here or here. And yeah, the look, this boost here, it's really nice. Izanagi is doing it too. Normally, when I played my 2 matches on this match, I was trying to use the black boats much more aggressively, but I think boosting is too nice to not do. First tank from Izanagi, but Maleous opened recon and artillery. I expect this artillery to go around this area. As I said before, I'm smelling that Maleous is gonna plan to play strong around this area. But the problem with the recon of Sami is they don't even get close to deny a Sami cap at all. So they need the support of infantry. They are good to get the first strike, so you don't get too much damage. Yeah, but there is no way you stop these caps from happening. Like, Izanagi has 1 tank already on the area, 1 more coming. The recon is here, giving him vision of everything. Like, Izanagi is prepared. He knows this tank went here. Like, this recon right here is really beautiful, because this recon right here is super safe. It cannot die easily, and it provides vision to know what goes into this forest and of the middle. And in support with this tank, it gives vision from the entire middle, which is really nice. Yeah, you will expect not a lot of mechs, but at least some mechs in the weak side, because there is it's really good placement for them. Like, you can put mechs on the mountains, block them with infantry or not even block, and they will be very strong. Because if you think about the map, the only thing that can defeat reliably and cost effective a mech on a mountain, a group of mechs on mountains, is either copters, bombers, but bombers are super expensive. But look at the enemy airport. The enemy airport is here, so it will take a lot of time, and you will probably notice the copters coming. Also, medium or neo tanks can somewhat reliably do it, but look at the terrain. It's everything 1 star or at most 2 stars. And the chip damage and the 50 base damage that next to big vehicles like medium tanks and neo tanks, if I remember correctly, as Sami, it goes up to 20, 25, no, to 30. Oh yeah, I'm okay. 30% of 15 damage is 5. Yeah, I'm being stupid. It's 20. Okay, 20 plus lag damage plus com tower, that's 22 and between 22 and 31 damage with a mech healthy to a neo tank on roads. So that's a big deal. If you have 3 or 4, your neo tank won't stay too healthy. Okay, blocking this cap, so there is no way you can stop this cap, because if you have your indirect prepared, yes, there is a way. But what I mean is, this cap, unless you have already set up indirect, you cannot stop it. And it's really good use of the black boats. Let's see. Yeah, now this is not enough to stop the cap, but our recon will be enough. And now this recon is covered. Like, yeah, go and kill it. But I don't think that's not a kill, because remember, this tank is 90 firepower, with the com tower is 100%. A normal tank doesn't one-shot a recon that is full HP on 0 defense. I think it might be I think it's 85 firepower plus lag damage. If it's not have been damaged with chip damage like 90 something, it won't die. So this recon, it's safe from dying and getting one shot. Okay, let's see. The recon goes there. Yeah, Izanagi is just forming a wall here and trying to hold as much as possible Maleous, while now trying to push into his strong side. And here the rocket, it has potential because the way you can do a cheese HQ cap with Sammy is to place this in range of the HQ. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to place it here, the rocket. And if you place it here and wall this area, now it will be very hard to park a unit on the HQ to deny the victory march. And that's what I expect Izanagi to do. Okay, interrupt the cap, kill damage the recon, and cap this, which has nothing in range to interrupt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, nothing in range of interrupt. So that cap is really calculated, really beautiful. This artillery here is really hard to deal with, and I mean you can place a black boat here and try to cap again, but the problem is that this artillery is locking this city, so there is no way you cap, because Maleous is gonna place always a black boat here to be able to withdraw it and attack with one infantry after he attacked with an artillery. So you are not getting this. So Maleous had already a plan since the beginning to maintain this property and be one income ahead of Izanagi, who also got denied this and is gonna lose this. So Izanagi now is falling down on income. Okay, infantry scouts gets nice kills, and now the rocket is here to save the day, because in a stall situation rockets are stronger than artillery, basically because they will be able to push the artillery. The problem is that rockets are really hard to set up, but on this map, which is relatively small and has nice roads and shoals, they are much more easier. And this is a nice push, because now Izanagi is covering this tank with his mech, is covering this recon with artillery, with a copter. So now this might seem like a JIT, but it's JIT that it's expected to be reasonably not very hard to deal with, because look at these tanks. How is this tank gonna try to attack anything that is valuable? A tank on a city covered by a mech and a copter. A recon here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it doesn't reach. And yeah, maybe it has something here too, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, but this mech and this copter are prepared to. So this is really calculated. Interrupts the cap again, spots the rocket, and blocks this path with the 2 black boats. Kills an infantry and gets a couple of more hits. Builds a medium tank on the weak side, an infantry and a tank. Okay, and he's covering the airport with an infantry because he doesn't want this infantry to start capping here. And I don't know if that was a roll, to be honest. Okay, normal anti-air into 30 defense. That's 70 to 79, and then a recon with normal firepower but 3 HP, 65. I think it was not a roll, to be honest, but if he wants he can use this infantry and start capping, but he's not gonna do that because he spots the mech and he has to get rid of that, because this mech is gonna hurt that anti-air. And if this anti-air gets too injured, his Maleous is gonna build a copter and be safe again. And he spots the artillery here with a black boat and gets a shoot with a rocket, and this artillery saw some plates too. Let's see what he does here. I'm liking it so far. Covering the copter with these 2 infantries, which will be enough, because 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it doesn't reach. Yeah, kill the recon, kill the infantry, injure anti-air, but if you attack from here, you won't be able to wheel a copter, which is fine. But now this push is completely... it was already kinda doomed, but now it's completely on retreat. If you want to save the anti-air at least, and not even able to deny this cap, unless you want to lose some units. Yeah, Maleous has been really annoying with black boats blocking any pathing. Very nice. But if you block this path, you let this path go. And here has some units. And now Izanagi has the control of the middle. And he's Sami, so he has infantry around to punish that. Nice 2-hit KO. Nice rocket placement. Covering the cap, which can be stopped by infantry, a tank, but the tank, if he wants to try and stop this, it will get hurt by this rocket and this artillery. So very beautiful placement of indirects. He retreats but gets the kill of the mech, so that infantry was not that bad. It was really useful. It was a mech for an infantry, so that's cost effective. And this is about to run out of fuel. Not that much, but it's scarily close. Kills the 2 HP infantry, gets vision on the mountain, repairs the artillery, gets the cap. Remember that Izanagi is 2k behind on income, but if he gets this property, he will be back on track. Let's see if Maleous going to force that, but I don't think he will. Depends with the medium tank. Any of 2 players have deal with pipe sim, which is really interesting because I have done that with my medium tank. I place it here, I get a couple of shots, and then I use 1 infantry to do 1 damage, and that will be barely enough with 3 hits to be able to move with my medium tank here. But what I don't like from this is that it's really easy to block with this forest. That's really annoying, and this pipe scene is also really easy to block. Let's see, Izanagi caps, spots, and has vision and knows anything is around, because yeah, a tank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 can come here, but first Maleous will need to have vision, and Maleous, it's not likely to have vision. If he places an infantry here or here, will have vision, or if he wills a recon here, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if he wills a recon here, the recon won't reach on that turn, and the tanks that came from here are blocked by the recon. So it's either way safe for now. And also you can block it with a black bolt here, so never mind. And Izanagi is pushing into this area, and I see him retreating. Not without trying to cap this to keep some attention from Maleous, and cap the com tower that for some attention also. So now Maleous is, if he doesn't want to fall behind, he has to stop these caps from happening. This cap is not that important, but this cap, I think, being 90 firepower on your vehicles versus 110 is a big deal. Anyways, let's see what happens. Nice. Blows the rocket and gets an infantry here that will be able to cap this and this. So really smart by Izanagi. You don't expect to never get cap the cities that are back behind and chilling from you on your bases. Like, this is not even, this is behind your bases. So really interesting. Kills the recon, gets a shoot at the medium tank, gets a shoot at the infantry, but this is a distraction, I will say. Like, this is meat for the bait. Walls the rocket and doesn't interrupt the com tower cap. I mean, it's not like he could, but really interesting, because Izanagi now is getting the advantage. 2 income ahead, 2 com towers as Sami versus none, which means damage, because this is a 120 firepower. And now what I'm expecting is a victory march, rocket, recon, boom, cap the base. I'm expecting that, and it's gonna be very easy to see. Okay, let's see what happened. Retreats, blocks a medium tank, and to be honest, Maleous is a little bit clueless about this from happening, because look, no vision at all. If he plays the infantry here, he will see this infantry, but not the rocket. This tank here I think was expecting to get shoot from here, to be honest. Anyways, he's shifting to the mid, so he's close to this area if anything happens. And let's see. Spots the recon, gets the vision from the infantry, and now this is not gonna work. Not as easy. Now he has backup from the copter, but still he needs to kill this infantry and then kill whatever is on the base. So it's not gonna work. And the tank gets trapped. Pushes into the middle. Gets ready to protect this city from a victory march. And keeps the black boats from going into his weak side, which is pretty safe right now. Keep everything in your cities as much as possible, and let's see. Izanagi has not his superpower yet, but he has some potential to do with it. Now he gets it. Let's see, victory march. Gets vision. Boom, one city. Boom. Okay, gets vision. Lot of damage. Nice. Stays in the city, because if this mech is gonna get then shoot by the tank with 4 HP, and it might die, and then this infantry can cap this. I'm eyeballing the calculation, but I think it's possible. I think it's a roll. And also, now this rocket is at 130 firepower, so before it did 9 damage, now it one-shots tanks on planes. Oh my god. Oof, gets it, shoot at the rocket. Izanagi could have gone for this. And I don't think it could have been greedy, to be honest, because you know, there is no infantry coming in range. So I could have capped this, but maybe he has another plan. Maybe he was thinking about... Yeah, he was thinking about walling his rocket so it doesn't die. Yeah, because remember, even if Maleous pops the superpower, he will have normal firepower on his vehicles, and this medium tank versus a 10% defense infantry one shot, and that's a big deal, because if this doesn't fall, this rocket doesn't die, and that's everything. So don't be greedy. I mean, he could have placed the black boat here, but then this tank will have free range, so this black boat is locked here. Maybe he could have ringed his another black boat, but it's out of fuel. Look, 5. And it's important to keep your black boats refueled, because he could have blocked this with one black boat, the other here, and there's this infantry caps here. But it couldn't happen. Let's see what Maleous does with victory match. There is no play. Okay. GG. It was a really interesting match, to be honest. And I see Sammy being very strong on tier 4. Maybe even viable on tier 3, to be honest. I have lost against Sammy as Andy on my first match in sparring on this map. Because I lost by victory march, basically. I couldn't block my HQ because there was like 2 artillery aiming at it and an infantry hiding here, and he had the victory march ready. So I was one turn ahead from capping this. Like, I was literally here, killing the lander and capping, but Sammy with the victory match would have gotten first, which is whatever. But it was a really interesting map, I really like it. I hope you also like it as well, and see you another day, guys. Bye bye.